Since my last video about South Africans and how they're dealing with Chidinma and their beauty pageant of all, that issue, South Africans have been in my DM telling me how I should never step my leg in South Africa, threatenings and all that, calling me all sorts of names. But guess what? South Africa is not a place in my list that I want to visit. In fact, if South Africa is the last place to visit, I would prefer to stay in Nigeria because I love my country well. Anyway, let's leave that. As much as I love South Africans, I love their women, I love their culture, I love their dance, their music, I love all that. But still, there's something I need to point out about South Africa. See, South Africans don't attack issues based on facts and reality. They attack issues based on emotion and sentiment. And they have this black phobia because it's no longer a xenophobia or xenophobic, it's now black phobia. South Africans prefer a white lady to be their beauty pageant or Miss South Africa to compare to a person of color. I mean somebody of their kind of color. They are threatened when a black person is trying to, be like them or be among them. They prefer the whites. Anyway, see, there's a video I wanted to even put where a South African was telling the whites that you are our God, you are this. I don't want to judge them based on that because I don't judge full ethnicity or full country based on one person's action. I don't do that. I judge you based on what you've done over time and the number of percentage of your country that have done the same thing. The issue of Chidinma is just disappointing that a black country could do everything possible, even going as far as researching about her parents, her father, everything, even going as far back as 5 years, 20 years back, just to discourage her or just to frustrate her to withdraw. Anyway, Chidinma finally withdraw. And right now, the South Africans now have a white lady. You want to tell me that as big as South Africa is, as large as they are, as beautiful as they are, you cannot find a black beautiful lady who can represent South Africa. They went as far as choosing white. That is to tell you that South Africans have what they call black phobia, and it is very dangerous for them. It is very dangerous. We have to look South Africans in their eyes and tell them the truth. It is the actual truth they need to know. And it might also interest you to know that the new Miss South Africa is not just white. She has some little disability, which is she is deaf. It is there. She is deaf. She can barely hear with her ears. And secondly, she has some speech disorder. If you listen, anyway, let me play her video so that you can listen.
Yeah, congratulations. Now, Mia, I want to know who is here with you this evening. Are there any members of your family?
I could not hear you.
One more time. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, my mother and my father are here. And I really just want to thank them as well because they made me the person I am. And I would not be here without their loves. And I'm so happy that they are here with me as well.
So this is who South Africans prefer to be their Miss South Africa, to represent them. Anyway, that is their choice. Let's leave South Africans right now. Let's talk about Nigerians. If you're in Nigeria and you are still doing what South Africans are doing here, you should have no right. You have no right to condemn what South Africans are doing. So recently, Osun State is planning their beauty pageant. They want to select Miss Osun, who will represent Osun State in beauty pageant. So one lady came out as one of the persons that got the highest votes. Among all the votes, she got 21 out of all of them. And guess what happened? The thing is that she has Igbo in her, lineage. Maybe her mother is Igbo and her father is from Osun State. Guess what is happening right now? Some Osun people or Yoruba people are saying that Ifunanya cannot represent Miss Osun because her name is Ifunanya. She has Igbo in her name and she is also half Igbo and half Yoruba. Guess what is happening? It's the same thing you are condemning South Africa from doing. It's the same thing you are doing. So you do not actually have right to condemn what South Africans did if you are doing it here in Osun State and Nigeria. So what South Africans are doing is called black phobia or maybe xenophobia. But in Africa here or in Nigeria here, what you are doing is tribalism. So in conclusion, both the South Africans or both the ones in Osun, both the ones in Nigeria here, all of you are just hypocrites. And as long as you keep doing this black phobia, tribalism, ethnicity, bro, there will never be movement or there will never be progress in Africa and Nigeria at large. I said, let me bring you my own opinion. Tell me what you think, but before you do that, do not forget to
enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.